the 10 greatest mysteries of human behavior that still baffle science. Have you ever felt like you were being watched, but when you looked around there was no one there? Believe it or not, there are phenomena in human behavior that even science can't fully explain. Today, we're diving into 10 mind-boggling mysteries that continue to puzzle experts. If you enjoy this kind of content, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. The feeling of being watched. Have you ever felt like someone was watching you, only to look around and find no one there? This phenomenon is surprisingly common and can be explained by the brain's heightened sensitivity to social cues. Research shows that the visual cortex can detect peripheral gazes, an evolutionary skill crucial for identifying threats. Additionally, the amygdala, responsible for fear and vigilance, can trigger the sensation based on subtle visual or auditory stimuli like shadows or noises. Our brains also tend to fill in gaps in dark or quiet environments, amplifying this perception. The phenomenon of gaze detection is even stronger in some animals, like cats and owls, which can sense stares with remarkable accuracy. Déjà vu. Have I been here before? Have you ever visited a place for the first time but felt like you'd been there before? Déjà vu is one of the most intriguing mysteries of the human mind, affecting up to 80% of people. Main explanations include memory glitches, where the brain stores a recent experience in the past memories category, creating a sense of repetition. Another theory is dual brain processing, where information is recorded twice with a slight delay, generating an illusion of familiarity. Some theories suggest déjà vu could stem from images stored during sleep and later recognized in distorted ways in real life. Studies also link it to neurological conditions like temporal lobe epilepsy, where patients often report déjà vu before seizures. Interestingly, there's also the opposite of déjà vu, jamais vu, where something familiar feels completely unknown. The Mandela effect. Have you ever been absolutely sure of something, only to discover your memory was wrong? The Mandela effect occurs when a large group of people shares the same false memory. The name comes from the widespread belief that Nelson Mandela died in prison in the 1980s, when in reality, he was released in 1990 and passed away in 2013. This phenomenon also appears in cases like the famous Star Wars line, which many remember as Luke, I am your father, when it's actually no, I am your father. Scientists explain the Mandela effect through factors like confabulation, where the brain fills memory gaps with incorrect information, social influence, which reinforces collective memories, and repeated exposure, where images or stories can alter memories over time. Some more mystical theories suggest this phenomenon could hint at parallel realities, where small details differ between versions of the universe. While there's no scientific proof, this idea remains widely debated. Talking to yourself, madness or intelligence? Many people associate talking to yourself with madness, but science suggests it could actually be a sign of intelligence and self-awareness. Research shows that verbalizing thoughts helps organize ideas, improve focus, and enhance decision-making. Studies indicate that people who talk to themselves while performing tasks show greater concentration and performance, as speech activates brain regions linked to planning and problem-solving. This habit also boosts memory and learning, facilitates problem-solving by allowing different perspectives, and aids emotional regulation by organizing thoughts and promoting balanced decisions. Great minds like Albert Einstein talk to themselves while working, using the habit to structure ideas. So if you do it, don't worry. Your brain might just be operating at peak performance. Dreaming of strangers who feel familiar. Have you ever dreamed of someone who felt familiar, even though you've never met them? This is one of the enduring mysteries of human behavior that still baffles scientists. The most accepted explanation is that the brain stores random faces of people we've crossed paths with, even if we didn't consciously notice them, and retrieves them during sleep. Thus, seemingly unknown faces might actually be composites of fragmented memories. Dreams act as a mental laboratory where the brain processes emotions, experiences, and unconscious information. Key scientific explanations include the memory consolidation theory, which suggests the brain archives information during sleep, the social simulation theory, which posits that dreams prepare us for future interactions, and random activation of the visual cortex, blending features of different people. Some people report repeatedly dreaming of the same stranger, sparking theories that these faces might represent aspects of the subconscious or even connections to past lives. Intuition, a hidden form of knowledge. Have you ever had a strong gut feeling about something and later realized you were right? Intuition is one of the most mysterious phenomena of the human mind and may be linked to highly sophisticated unconscious processes. Our brains are pattern recognition machines, capable of processing information so quickly that we don't consciously notice it. This can happen due to accumulated experience, where the brain stores thousands of data points to predict situations, or unconscious processing, which analyzes the environment and sends signals based on patterns we've identified without realizing it. Real-life cases show intuition can be remarkably accurate. Experienced doctors can diagnose illnesses quickly without detailed tests. Chess players make brilliant moves without consciously calculating all possibilities, and some people sense danger and avoid risky situations. Studies suggest intuition becomes even stronger with emotional involvement. The more connected we are to someone, the more likely we are to predict their emotions and actions before they're even expressed. Implanted memories, recollections that never happened. Have you ever been absolutely certain of something from your past, only to discover you were wrong? This phenomenon, known as implanted memories, shows just how flawed our perception of reality can be. Our brains don't record events like a tape recorder, they reconstruct memories and can fill gaps with false information. This process is influenced by external suggestions, source confusion, and repetition of an idea, making unconsciously created memories feel real. Psychologist Elizabeth Loftus demonstrated how easily memories can be manipulated. In one experiment, people came to believe they had gotten lost in a mall as children simply by hearing a fictional account. This study raises concerns about the reliability of eyewitness testimony, as many convictions have been based on false memories. Our brains are incredible storytellers, but they don't always tell the truth. Sleep paralysis. Have you ever woken up unable to move or scream, feeling like there was something or someone in the room? This phenomenon, called sleep paralysis, is terrifying but harmless. During REM sleep, the brain disables the body's muscles to prevent involuntary movements. Sometimes, we wake up before the body reconnects motor commands, resulting in temporary paralysis. Common symptoms include immobility, a sense of suffocation, and visual or auditory hallucinations. Ancient cultures attributed sleep paralysis to spirits or demons, but science explains it as related to intense activity in the amygdala, responsible for fear, confusion between dreams and reality, and sleep deprivation or stress. Interestingly, some alien abduction stories might be explained by sleep paralysis, as many victims report similar sensations, like immobility and bright lights. If it's happened to you, don't worry. Your body will return to normal in just a few seconds. Unexplained shivers and startles. Feeling a sudden shiver or getting startled out of nowhere might seem odd, but it's actually a primitive response designed to protect us. The fight or flight system releases adrenaline when the brain detects a potential threat, preparing the body to react quickly. Subtle changes in the environment, like temperature shifts or faint sounds, can also trigger this response. The amygdala, responsible for processing emotions, activates these involuntary reflexes. Some people have stronger responses, especially those who are more emotionally sensitive. Superstitions say sudden shivers mean someone is thinking about you, but science explains it's just your brain keeping you alert. The mystery of contagious laughter. Why do we start laughing when we see others laughing, even if we don't know why? Laughter is a powerful and highly contagious social behavior. This happens thanks to mirror neurons, cells that make our brains mimic expressions and emotions around us. Laughter also acts as a signal of safety and connection, indicating we're in a friendly environment. Plus, laughing reduces stress and releases endorphins, promoting an immediate sense of well-being. This effect is so strong that sitcoms use laugh tracks to influence our perception of humor. In 1962, Tanzania experienced a laughter epidemic where hundreds of people laughed uncontrollably for months with no apparent reason. Laughing is one of the best things we can do. And the best part? It's impossible to resist. Now tell me, which of these mysteries surprised you the most? Have you ever experienced déjà vu or felt like you were being watched? Leave a comment and subscribe to the channel for more content like this.